Hello, people. Thanks for coming by to watch Artie's interview with Robbie Dude. Next up... Oh, what am I doing? Next up is Alice Madness Returns. A wonderful... It's not really a classic platforming game, though it feels like a classic platforming, so that's a really great thing, based on Alice in Wonderland by American McGee, of course. So, because I don't want to have to listen to an echo, I'm turning my speakers down. If there's any type of audio lag, please let me know in chat. I'll fix it immediately. How do I even start a new game with this thing?
Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
It's not a dream, it's a memory. And it makes me sick.
Now, focus. Wait. You're floating again. Weightless. A cipher. Relax.
I mean, how?
Forget it. Abandon that memory. It's unproductive. Go to Wonderland.
I can't. I'm trapped. I'm lost.
No, Alice. Discard that delusion. Forget it. Go to Wonderland.
I'd rather not, Doctor. My Wonderland's shattered. It's dead to me.
Your preference doesn't signify, girl. Now, Alice, where are you?
I'm sailing
This part's
with a
really
friend. It's different somehow. Things have changed.
Change is good. It's the first link in the chain of forgetting.
What's happening? Are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Rabbit,
That's not right. What's he doing?
is something wrong?
Something wrong?
Don't struggle, Alice.
Corruption? It's killing me. Wonderland is destroyed. My mind is in ruins.
Forget it, Alice. Lock that dream. Wait. Listen. There, Alice. Better now, aren't we?
My head's exploded and there's a steam hammer in my chest.
Yes, well, the cost of forgetting is high.
My memories make me vomit. What can I...
Remember other things.
I want to forget. Who would choose to be alone, imprisoned by their broken memories?
I'll set you free, Alice. Memory is a curse more often than a blessing.
So you've said many times, and...
And I will say again, the past must be paid for. Now, before our next session, collect those pills from our high street chemist.
Very well, Doctor.
It's my turn to forget, Alice.
Now, Charlie, your pa was hung for killing your ma who beat you. Let's forget that, shall we? The past is dead, Charlie.
So with an intro like that, you can't tell me that you're not looking forward to what's gonna happen.
Awful.
Worse than your room?
Wasting Doctor's
This game is
time.
really...
I deserve
Really
my bitter
fucked up.
tears. Want some?
Like when I played through it the first time, I was thinking, you know, it's gonna be an interesting twist on Alice in Wonderland, and I was playing through it, and some of the imagery
10 years in the
and
Louvre bin. Oh, my
and things that go on are just really twisted.
Mr. Payne had
It
no
left me
idea how
surprised
humble
and
a
shocked a
home
lot
could
of
be.
times, which
If
isn't
not for my
very
drawings
easy.
and the photographs, this could pass for my room at the asylum.
Too good for the asylum.
Another day, a different dream perhaps.
So right now I'm off to fetch medicine because Alice is in. Oh, there's a cat. Cats are always a good sign. If we know anything about Wonderland, then we know we want to follow that cat.
Hello, Puss. Puss, 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 Puss. Don't be afraid.
Oh no, where is
That is too bloody lousy.
he? Someone get Catface. I might need his help if there's cats in there.
Walk away,
Excuse
dog.
me,
No
sir.
time to
You might have descended.
Oh, Catface is here.
Side one, 2 minutes.
Seems following furry creatures into dark holes has become a habit. I hope it's not a vice.
Also, you'll notice that Alice does. This isn't her narrating. She actually does talk to herself a lot, which is in the original Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. She's constantly talking to herself. She's never narrating anything. She's just always talking to herself. And she's smoking hot in this version too. Oh, that's fun.
My stars and garters, Alice Little. Slumming again, are we?
Nurse Witless. What luck. Twice in as many months.
Out on your own? You look frazzled, dearie. Not doing well?
Not really.
Come along home then and look at my pigeons. Pretty birds, like you.
I don't think so. Our last visit cost me several pounds and got me nowhere.
I might recall where your mangy rabbit got to.
That's a real tempting offer. Oh, you want me to turn my
Still a
mic
mess. No surprise. Her kin roasted like chestnuts right before her eyes. 10 years in Rutledge Asylum wasted everyone's time. Dr. Bumby won't do better. Still hauling out her questions. The fire, her memory. I deserve consideration, don't I? Who found her new clothes? Who got her a place at Bumby's? Where'd she be without me? On the streets, selling her backside. Likes her pigeons, though. She's doled out the odd pound or two. I know it's worth more than that. Kept her secret, haven't I? Heard her say, "Oh, died on my account, I couldn't save you." I've told her my silence is for sale. Keep. I'm a good sort, really. Not like her nanny, that uppity whore. Or that lawyer fellow Radcliffe took her stupid rabbit. Need money. Warned her I'd tell the coppers if she didn't make a donation to my upkeep. She yells and goes off her head. Guess she can't remember her name, what I heard.
So if you could just stay around and watch me play it. Feel free to commentary if you've read the original Alice story. You might notice a lot of things that are still in this. I've read it recently, so I'll be making some connections for you guys too. So it's a little unfortunate. Alice admitted to being the one that burned her family alive. And only this old woman heard her confess that. Alice, of course, doesn't remember that because the doctor is teaching her to forget. And this old woman is keeping quiet.
Nurse Witness, do you mean to harm me? To send me back to the asylum?
I won't say no. I've a thirst you could photograph.
Need a drink. Your mouth needs washing.
Pretty birds, like you.
So that is our first transition to Wonderland. Obviously, Alice shouldn't have been let out of the asylum yet if she's still having hallucinations like that. So obviously, the integrity of her mind plays a strong role in this. That's a good call, Myrna.
Very upsetting journey. But I'm rid of Pris, or whatever she's become. At least the place I've landed is somewhat familiar.
About time, too, Alice.
Blasted cat. Don't try to bully me. I'm very much on edge.
Perfect. When you're not on edge, you're taking up too much space.
You're no help at all.
But you know I can be.
I'll frighten myself when necessary, thanks very much. I was hoping to escape from all that.
Abandon that hope. A new law reigns in this wonderland, Alice. It's very rough justice all round. We're at risk here. You be on your guard.
I want to point out something about the dress. Oh, there's people signing me. Let me sign out of PSN. My apologies. How do I even do that? Anything about the dress. Normally the dress would look like what you usually see on the cover art. But because I've beat the game and I have DLC dresses and extra weapons here, this dress, later on in the game you come to a part where you can shrink. And when you shrink, you can also see secret graffiti written on walls, which will point you towards secrets and stuff. And so this dress has those just automatically, so I won't be looking around or wandering, because I don't want to keep looking for collectibles and doing a repetitive stream for you guys. We're just going to play through it, enjoy the game and the story here. And with the shrink sense always on, it'll always point me towards the goal, so I won't be getting lost. You guys won't be watching me wander. It's going to seem like I know exactly what I'm doing, so it shouldn't be that boring for you guys. Now we learn how to double jump. So yeah, these collectibles here, there's a whole bunch throughout the game. I already have all of them, so I'm not going to bother collecting them. Another thing, I want to talk about the Cheshire Cat a bit. Oh, after this cutscene.
I've been down this road before. Good things in small packages?
Though lacking a bathing costume, a plunge in that pool is in order.
So this is when I learned how to shrink.
My God, I'm shrinking in this potion. Shall I disappear?
Almost. But the upside is that while smaller, you can see things that are nearly invisible to your bigger self.
Ah, I get it. Right. Forests for the trees. Just the other way round. Short-sighted is more than a matter of perspective.
So see, that graffiti written on the walls is usually only visible when I'm shrunk, which I would hold L2 to do, but I have the stress, so it's always going to be visible. Another thing about the Cheshire Cat, he's, according to the vague description of him in Alice's Wonderland, there's not just the Cheshire Cat. Cheshire is actually a type of cat that grins, and that's the only really special thing about it, because cats can't normally grin. And the whole thing which you'll notice in the movie, where his smile is always left behind, or his eyes, that actually only happens once in the actual story. He just happened, because they can fade away and teleport, and I think they can all talk, assuming there's more than one, which is implied. And yeah, there's one occurrence where he disappears so slowly that Alice describes him as just a smile and eyes for a while. So that's kind of the significance of that. So you'll notice that in this game, his smile won't be left behind a lot of the times, and that's because that was only kind of a thing Disney wanted to just do a lot. It's not really a frequent thing. But the Disney movie itself, still, what it does is Alice is actually in two stories. One is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and the other one is Through the Looking Glass. The Disney movie that a lot of people are familiar with are it takes events from both stories and just kind of rewrites itself. Because when I first read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, I noticed there were a couple things that I saw in the movie that didn't happen, and that was they later happened in Through the Looking Glass.
The Vorpal blade is swift and keen and always ready for service.
I've not come back here looking for a fight.
Really? That's a pity. One's certainly looking for you.
The thing about the Vorpal blade here is, in Through the Looking Glass, Alice hears a poem that's mostly made up of nonsense words, and she goes on a bit of a side quest to try to decipher what the poem means, and it refers to a Vorpal blade being the only weapon that can slay a Jabberwocky, which you'll know is I think is seen in the second Disney movie, though we're not really going to talk about that. It's kind of garbage. But that skeleton was a Jabberwocky, so this particular area, this really brief scene, is based on a nonsense poem Through the Looking Glass. Yeah, I don't need to look at that. So I'm going to move on this way. So now I know how to attack. You'll notice that I actually have a cleaver in my hands. It's a DLC weapon. I'm only using it because it's a wee bit stronger, so...
Gross and evil and a truly monstrosity.
I don't know if you've seen the new Alice recently. Maybe you could fill us in on some of that stuff, because I've only seen it once, and it really wasn't very Alice in Wonderland. Like, it was mostly just a reason to get Johnny Depp back on the screen, to be honest. If someone could make a thread too, that'd be great, because I know V is pretty fond of this game. It's actually a little difficult to look at chat very often. I'm pretty much only looking when the game stops playing for a moment. And I have a pretty uncomfortable setup here when it comes to streaming from console.
It's you again, Alice. You may approach.
Why would I do that? You want to eat me?
Yes, well, you taught me manners, and I've lost my taste for mad women. Strictly a porcine diet for me. Everything's better with bacon, don't you agree?
Of course you do.
Now, there are pig snouts scattered about. I heard a few behind the house. Go fetch them for me. But take care for the pests that block your way. Pepper them up if they do. They need spice, and you're just the girl to season them for me. You'll find that grinder serviceable.
Why not season your own pig parts?
Matter of priorities. My alabaster skin needs protection from the disgusting creatures running amok amidst the environs. But one gets peckish. Look, all you have to do is listen for the oink, then shoot the snout. You may like the results. I certainly will.
So that was the Duchess. The reason they are, the reason pig snouts, Pepper, and the Duchess are tied together is another reference to the book. When Alice first meets the Duchess, she goes into her house, and the Duchess's cook he's preparing food, and he's using so much pepper that it's flooding the house and making everyone cough and sneeze. And later on, the cook starts throwing pots and pans and all the things he can reach at the Duchess, and the Duchess is holding a baby. So there's actually a bunch of child abuse in the story where the baby is getting hit by pots and pans, and Alice mentions that the baby's wailing so much that she can't tell if it's from the pepper or from being hit with pots and pans. And then because it won't stop crying, the Duchess starts reading it a little poem, or like a lullaby, and between every verse she shakes the baby violently. And this is a kid's book, by the way. This is all actually happening in this exact description. I don't have the book with me anymore, but that's pretty close. And the pig snouts thing, that comes from Alice. Eventually, she's asked to hold the baby, which she agrees to do. And when the Duchess isn't looking, Alice takes off with the baby because she's concerned for its safety. And so Alice is taking it out of the forest, and the baby starts changing into a pig, which she then just lets go free in the wild. So yeah, I guess this here is implying that the Duchess might have been keeping that baby to cook it. That much I can't really be too clear about. Okay, what was the button? Normally these pig snouts unlock secrets, but in this case it's necessary to continue. Oops, I wanted to tell you.
Thank you so much for the snout. Now go away.
Oh, is my mic not loud enough? Sorry. Maybe I'll turn down the speakers a bit. How's that? Is that okay now? Yeah, the grinder is DLC too. I'm using all the DLC weapons just because I can. Alright, moving on. I guess she wants me to open this thing. Great, more teeth. I'm not really sure what the teeth resemble in this, but in the game the teeth act as points to level up your stuff. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. I probably missed something, but oh, I wasn't looking. Where was I supposed to go? Oh, this little hole. But yeah, like I said, I've already played through this game, so I have everything maxed out. So collecting teeth isn't really a priority. Also, I think the difficulty is on Insanity. Because the last trophy I got was beating it on Insanity, and it didn't let me pick a difficulty when I started this game, so I don't know. Wait, what's up there? Oh, okay, something's up there. Oh, this leads to a secret. I don't want to go to secrets. Is that the way? Oh, okay. This is the way I'm going. do I have to get all of those things? Alright. Oh, it's up there. Oh, whoops, I left this thing. Oh, actually, Myrno, you're, when you eat to grow bigger, that happens much later in the game. And when it does happen, it's very rewarding. It's a really cool scene when you finally find the cake to eat. I don't want memories. Fine, I'll have it.
Finish your soup, girls. Bovine juveniles gave their all for it.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna move. Oh, damn it. It's gonna make me go all the way back now. Get up here. Oh, I would overjump it. This game can be a little difficult when it comes to these fucking frequent... Oh, it would put me way the hell down here, wouldn't it? Wait, where is here? Oh, as far away from that stupid bouncy thing as possible.